Aha, and here I am live. What I'm currently doing, and you will hear me clicking in the background, I'm actually currently, at this point in time, I'm doing my first simulcast using B.Live. And I just got access to that this morning, just like half an hour ago. And I thought, well, I would try it now straight away so I can give a bit of feedback to the presenters. I'm just trying to find where my live stream is happening in the mytimetv.live, because that's where I've sent it to, and that is happening. Just going to, you can just hear that echo because I had it on at the same time. So that looks fine. Good. And I'll just check that I'm getting the comments in the background, so I will. That's fine. Great. So what I've actually initiated is a simulcast, and it's also going into my YouTube channel. So it'd be absolutely fantastic to see some YouTube comments, which I can see already that there is. So what I'm going to do is flip through and say hello to everyone who is already here. I said in my daily live stream this morning at the 8:30, I'm in South Australia, so it's Adelaide time, and that I might pop back in through the day just for a short time and doing the individual card pulls, card readings. So, Peter, you've already suggested that's what you'd like. Yes, please. So that'd be great. And Danette, and we've got a hello from Jacinta. Hi, Jacinta. And from Rebecca. Oh, I love the hair. From Ali, great to see you, Ali. And the scroll's going to continue on, please. And here is the first one from YouTube. I can see that it is a YouTube comment in the background, but it's not showing up in the, in the actual, I'll just put the next one that is a YouTube one that I can see will a message me back. So I'm not going to do the psychic readings as far as messages from spirit or that. I'm just going to do the card ones, okay? So just for the ease of management. So this is from the YouTube side, even though it's not showing up as that in your end. So that's quite fine. You won't all see all the comments is all that's meaning. So, okay. So what I'm going to do, and it's just going to be for whatever time that feels right, in that I will go through and you'll have your cards highlighted. I'm going to do it. I'm not sure whether to do it this way. Whoops, wrong way. That way. So that you can see the cards better, because you don't really need to see my face when we're doing this. The cards I'm using is this deck. It's the, I don't need to even pick it up. It is the expanded edition that I've been using for quite a while now. It's a beautiful deck of cards, and I'll put that aside. So the first card that you're actually going to get there, I have already shuffled them. So that was the one for the first person, which is you, Peter. So what you've got through your day today is needing to look at, and this is, the camera itself is going to be a bit flary-leery because of the light that's outside my window. My window is there, and as you can see, the light changes the focus changes as the light changes a bit. Looking at something that you're involved in a little more deeply, I'm actually feeling that that's more around a relationship issue, and that you're needing to look at that in a bit more detail. Go to that inner depth around it as well, and see what you're actually feeling around that inner sense, so that you're actually getting more to the heart of the matter is what I'm feeling with that one. Okay, so that one was for you, Peter. We've got Danette, who is, yes, please can I. Your card is the clouds. Because that actually came out as far as the upside down goes, I'm going to read that as an upside down, and that what's been for you is this. I read it from the base up, so what's coming forward for you in a bit further. I'm just going to try and get my Apple pencil out, which isn't going to do it. Hold on. I do have these different things I'm doing there. So from where that is at the base, I take it that that's meaning that what is bright and sunshiny now, that you're going to actually be moving into some stormy water, stormy energy is what I'm feeling. So it doesn't mean that it's a negative thing. It means that you're going to experience a little bit of the depths of emotions that's going to bring you into what's feeling like like a stormy experience for you. But that's part of what life is, and it's what's actually going to help you to continue to grow. So, and move forward with, that's what I'm feeling, because we do need the rain and stormy as well as the sunshine and warmth. It continues that process of growth, okay? So that's what I'm feeling with that one. We've got Jacinta. Now, I am going to go down the list as much as I can while they're still sitting there. And if there's twice, I'll get very confused if someone puts it up as a twice, because that's part of what my memory does. This one I'm putting up the right way because it feels right. You can't have a well that's sitting upside down emptying the water out, unless, of course, that's probably what it's actually saying for you, Jacinta. Since I did have to turn it up, be very careful of how you're pulling up your bucket from the well, that you're not spilling out what resources you have. So I'm feeling that you've got that golden light sitting there at the top of the well. So it's going to go well for you. But it's part of that process of how you're lowering and pulling up that bucket that you need to be careful of, because of the way that was upside down, okay? So you'll know what that means for you as you're digging into your own resources. Okay, now, Rebecca, you haven't asked for a card, but I'm just going to assume that's what I'm here for to do. And it's lovely to see that there is someone connecting through on the YouTube channel as well. So thank you for being here. It's a good experiment. Here we've got the bird, we've got the owls upside down initially. So Rebecca, oh wow, just the wisdom. Be careful of how you're actually expressing yourself is what I'm feeling in that communication. Thinking before you actually speak or communicate, thinking of how it does come out, that presenting as an upside down to start with. Possibly you are having a bit of a confusing time around in your world, or people around you are. The energies at the moment, as far as the astrology goes, is really on that plane of extraordinary. So it could be partly why that's happening too, because we do have 5 planets in retrograde, I understand. So not that I follow astrology all that much in detail. I have dabbled in it, and I do have the Astro Gold app on my tablet. Here, I think I must be holding these cards upside down, so I'll put them around. Normally the Lenormand, it's just usually a word. So that's house. So for you, Hallie, it really does feel nice, warm, welcoming, and the hospitality today. That's what it feels like. It is that open house, open heart, and the hospitality that you're about to extend, because I feel that you almost got a party starting to happen. So enjoy that. Ali. Now we've got Tennille. Oh, lovely way of spelling it. Oh, no, well, I've never seen it actually spelled before. So here we go. I just realised my dolphins. The camera's not quite in the right spot. Look, let's have a look at whether I can get the camera facing towards the dolphins. It just means I've got to stretch a little bit more. See that? I love my tablecloth. There's the dolphins. So you've got the tower. So it's actually something more to do with a bit of the government type things for you at the moment, having to work through some of what I'm actually feeling it is the COVID related, and support that can be gained from that. Continue to work through it and actually make sure you've got your I's dotted, T's crossed, and persist. There does feel to be something that's been a bit confusing and you're needing to actually sort it out, but it will be okay, is what I'm getting from that one. Okay, thanks, Janelle. And hello to Find the Donuts. I love that. The wolf there in the background, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I presume, is it a wolf or is it a dog? And I can see there that find a donut, you've actually got a question. Will A message me back? So I'll just put that into the cards as I'm shuffling that. And as you're getting whatever you get from the dolphin as we're watching that one too, this is what actually came out, fell out of the cards. So will A message me back? I feel that there is a commitment to communication happening between the two of you. I do feel it's probably a very strong connection because of the circle factor. And it has moved in cycles. You've possibly had your roundabouts and merry-go-rounds, but to me it feels like it's quite solid. So yes is the answer to that one. So thank you for asking. Now we've got Jacinta here, and you'd love a card, so we're going to move that one forward. I like to shuffle 3 times, and it does take a little bit of time, but and I just did it 4, I think. It could have been 5, doesn't matter. Oh, wonderful. We've got the stars for you. There we go. There's the stars. And that's a wonderful card of potential and looking to your stars, whether you're wanting to do something that is to do with astrology and possibly have someone do your natal chart if you don't look to them or know them yourselves as far as the zodiac and astrology. So I'm feeling that it's your time, that your star is going to shine bright and it's moving you forward. Look, I'm feeling you've got some resistance because of your own confidence, but certainly know with confidence that you are going to be moving forward in what you've been wondering about, what you've been thinking about doing, okay? And so do move that forward. And Rashina, wonderful to see you here too. I'm pretty sure I've seen your name before, and it's raining cats and dogs out there at the moment, and the temperature's just dropped. You might have noticed the light go dull. Oh my goodness. Now this one is the fox. But sometimes the fox actually, if you can see it, you should be able to in this. The camera is actually very clear this time. We've got the bright sunshine doesn't do it, but the dull, cloudy light from outside is focusing it very nicely, allowing it to focus very nicely. We've got the rooster protecting his coop and his family there in the background, and the fox is obviously not succeeded and possibly going away to think of another way to come back another day when things aren't quite so secure. So what I'm feeling with that is watch your back. It really is just keep an eye on what you have in your family, what's occurring, and just have that wariness about you of some foxes are clever. They're only looking after their own as well. So you just need to be aware of what is happening around you so that there's not going to be that sneak in and surreptitious stealing of what isn't theirs for themselves type of thing. So do be wary of that one, Rashina. Okay. We've done that. So, hey, Natea, how are you? Yes. A gorgeous photo as well. I love the little icons, and the weather out there, it certainly is very heavy rain. So, for any that are on the YouTube side of this, I'm not monitoring either of the 2 channels I'm streaming to. I'm just doing the live stream in the back end of the studio too for Beat.live. And here we have the bridges. So this is for you, Natea. I'm feeling that there's something that's a decision that you're wondering now or for later. I'm actually getting across the bridge now. Like, do decide that whatever it is that's coming forward for you, that you're doing it sooner than later. That it becomes a little more difficult if you leave it to later. So whatever it is that you're considering, I do feel it is around your work and employment area. I am sensing that do it now. It feels not so that it doesn't feel urgent, but it's something that will be harder if you leave it. Okay, so that's the quick card for you. Okay, Natea. I think I did show that one from you, Finer Donuts, didn't I? just love that photo. Gorgeous face. Beautiful. Anyway, here we've got Vesca. And just do a quick card. I do need to shuffle them in between. The thing with doing cards is needing to actually clear the energy of the previous and connect with the next. So guides and angels or whatever guidance, intuition comes in is clear in the choosing and the energy that's coming through. And I think my camera just dropped down a little bit, but that's all right. Now, Vesca, what we've got is the compass, realignment for you, fine-tuning. If you ever have held a compass in your hand and trying to find that north-south, there are times where you will notice that as it's being held there, that it sort of wobbles a bit back and forward as the magnetics are trying to find the north-south magnetic pole to be able to do that true guidance. That's what I'm feeling here with this, that you're needing to actually be holding it steady and allowing that direction to find itself before you take the leap and move forward in what you're doing next. So do tune into and have it align with you as to what you're needing to move forward with, what you're planning, what your desires are. So have those positive thoughts that it's going to be good for you, because that's what I'm feeling in whatever decision that you're moving forward with, that it's wow, that's what I got. So, yeah, so thank you for asking for a card, Vesca. And we'll move on to it now. This one, because they are obviously one of our team in the My Time TV.live and wanting the card, who I can't see from that here who it is that has asked for that, and that's fine, but you will know who you are. So, and this is the channel that I'm in the Facebook. Here you've got the Tower as well. Now for you, what I'm feeling, it's not so much the government type of thing, it's actually that foundation. There's a new foundation starting to be built, and I'm seeing, my eye went to this one that's on the side. See that there is a gap there. What I'm seeing is a gap, and what is being built is something new and separate from what is your main part of what you do, of who you are. There is an extension. I'm feeling that there is probably that track that connects the two. There is actually, it doesn't feel like a track. At the moment, it feels more like a filament. Filaments being really fine and thin and sometimes tenuous. So I'm feeling there that build that foundation right, good and solid in what you're wanting to move into as another option, and that filament will grow into being a cable, into being something that will hold for what length of time it's meant to, strong and stable. Okay, so that's what I'm getting with that one. Okay, and we're going to move on to Sandra. Hi, Sandra. Oh, I love those masks. It's one of those funny things, because since I've been work from home and I haven't had the need to go anywhere really through this whole level of restrictions, so I haven't been wearing a mask at all over any of that time. It's my choice. I know if I need to go into a crowded area, I would, because I want to protect others as much as anything else. The risk to self, it's self to others. Oh, what we've got here for you is a letter. The letter, I'm seeing the official part of it. There we have the wax seal and the quill. I'm feeling that you're probably going to get a handwritten form of some sort, in a handwritten form or like printed form. It may not be by the quill and ink and a wax seal, but it feels more of like it's almost feeling like it's a wedding invitation type of a thing, an official style of party type of thing. So that's what I'm getting for you, Sandra. So it should be today or over the next few days, okay? So thank you for asking. Well, you didn't actually ask for a card. You said hello, but you've got one. Hello again, Kerry Ann. Can I please have a reading? I presume by the hello again, you've been on this page before and you've been on the daily ones I know that. So here is your card. Oh, my goodness. So it's the older woman. I'm feeling that sense of acknowledgement and recognition of the wisdom, the level of expertise, the knowledge that wholeness of age in some ways, but it's not just age. I mean, our bodies are what they are, and we do age because we are human. We are, in a physical sense, born to decompose, so to speak. It feels to me like it's knowing that wisdom, knowing that and growing through that and being. It is that being the best person that you can be. I absolutely love the hair here. I've never really noticed that she's got the pearls and decorations and lovely curls, gorgeous jewelry. It feels, for me, the saging, the not even crone as a word, it feels like saging. And you know how, in the esoteric world or the metaphysical, whatever label you want to put to it, the healing, the therapies and all the rest, sage is a beautiful cleansing agent to clear energies. And I'm feeling that there's been the work done on self with this older woman. Is that you? Is that what the recognition is about? And it is that process of looking into self, not so much out the window, but having that, because I'm seeing the heart, the hand being sort of at the heart level in a way of, when we clasp ourselves, we are connecting with self. And it's that recognition that oh, wow, like we do have our inner child, we do have our inner teenager, we do have all of those experiences within us. And that's what's created who we are. And I think that's that connection with all that we are. So continue onward in being you, not pleasing someone else. That's what I'm getting as a closer for that. Not pleasing someone else. It's you. Okay, thanks, Kerry Ann. And Stephen, you're on the Facebook, on the My Time, which is great. Lovely to see you. And I'm going to do a card for you as well, even though you haven't put it there. My purpose has been, the birch whip. Birch broom and the whip. Cracking on with it. Getting stuff done. Cleaning out. That's what I'm getting for you. So it's time to actually move things forward. I so remember the days when Dad, like working in the yard on a farm with cattle, and every so often Dad would need to take the little whip with him so that we can keep the cattle moving when we were doing drafting and things. Really good amount of skill needed to crack that whip properly, that it doesn't touch anything and just makes the sound, which he was very good at. So cleaning out, sorting through, it just feels like moving things on and cleaning, sweeping it up afterwards, what sort of stuff is left behind and getting it moving. Okay. 11 is a good power number too. So I think that's a good boding for you for today. Okay. Great day to do it inside with a rainy day. Well, rainy here. It's not sunny South Australia. It's very wet and cold at the moment where I am in particular. Whoopsie, I've lost all the cards. They decided to scatter everywhere. And I think I've done yours, Natalia, didn't I? Yep. Now, Sandra, have I done one for you? Yes, I have. So was it on your health? I don't know. Let me just do a very quick one again on your health. No, that was a Recompass, wasn't it? Or I'm not going to remember what I've pulled for each person. Here's another one for you about the health. Look at that. There we go. We've got the rider and a message is coming for you. I feel that you've actually got a report waiting for you as far as follow-up around your health. Have you had concerns? Look at the rainbow and it's all good. I'm feeling all of the potential that's ahead for you is looking rosy. That's my feeling for you, okay, on that specific. I'm definitely not medically qualified or otherwise to give advice along that line. We've done that. Now, have we done one for you, Rebecca? I'm just going to have to scroll back just so I'm not doubling up. Even though you were lucky, Natalia, having the two. I know that you'd had one. Feeling that lost woodlow card. Did I do one for you, Rebecca? I remember seeing your hair. Oh, that was just in the initial hellos, wasn't it? Oh, no, I did you. You've had a card right up at the top, so that's fine. So hopefully you're happy with that now, Charlisa. Have I done a card for you? This is where it's so much easier if people don't put them twice, because my memory span's pretty short. My family know that, and other people get to find that out, get to learn it. But here we are, and I've got your card, Charlisa. Oh wow, labyrinth. Upside down probably means there might be a little bit more confusion around finding your way through the maze, but there is always a path to the destination with a maze. There's not, even in puzzle books, I've never seen one that has had no way through. So it's just a matter of trusting yourself into what direction that you're moving. And if you really need to, this one isn't about completely hiding the pathway as you're moving through it. It does have those options and opportunities to ask others for help along the way. So that's what I'm feeling with this one for you, Charlisa, that there might be some instances where you may need to actually ask someone for help, but you'll certainly get through the maze that you may be feeling at the moment. Okay? And that is actually called a labyrinth, not the maze. Labyrinth is more for meditation purposes. But anyway, oh, hi, Chantal. How are you? Let me get your card. Just clear them again. I nearly dropped the whole lot again. So let's see what we come up with for you, Chantal. What's it like over there in Melbourne? Because I think you're still there, aren't you? Oh, you got Foxy too. Well, different sort of meaning with this one for you. I'm feeling my eye went straight for the actual coop door as the focus. So I know it's faded off right now because the the light here at my window suddenly went bright. So I'll see how that actually changes some of the focus a bit just by having the white stick near it. There is, and I can't quite see what it is, there looks to be something in the doorway. I think that is in itself just the top of the post, but just in the doorway, it could be the chickens that are on the coop, on those rails up the top in there. I'm just feeling safe. And that's they're if the rooster's there isn't the chookies outside, they're all in the coop, they're in the house, in their home. And I'm feeling really safe and protected. So I'm actually feeling, well, that is your message, that you are safe, you are protected, and you've got people looking after you. I wonder if I can get that closer to there without it being too leery. No, not quite. So thanks for being here. And here we have a Joel, you're from the YouTube side. I'm not sure how that works in getting your little icon or avatar showing. There is a way of clicking a link here in Facebook, but I don't know how that works in YouTube. So hi to you. You don't get to see your beautiful picture, which is fine, and you're wanting a card for a general future reading. The young man. So what I'm feeling with the young man is, wow, the confidence. I'm actually feeling that the youth, the masculine, the strong self-confidence. My eyes went straight to the feet, and how that stance of having them on the rungs in steady. It feels grounded, steady, even though they're not on the ground. There's still confidence, well balanced on this stool, on this chair. It almost like a high chair, not as young as what a baby might sit in, obviously, but it's still it's bringing up to the heights that masculine energy and feeling really balanced with it, though, so that you are able to spend that time knowing whatever your tasks are, knowing that there is that strength, that inner strength that gives that confidence. So building up and growing into that self-confidence and moving that forward. I do feel there is that, that beautiful relaxed way that the hands are sitting there too on the lap. it really is giving just a nice ready for anything, but still having time to think about things, because I'm feeling that's more in a listening mode. So probably the hint there is to sit, reflect, and listen more. Okay. Whoopsie, now the comments started scrolling off. Now, D is next. I don't think I've done one for you yet. So I'm just going down the list. So if you see your name there and I've missed you out, my apologies. I'm not going to be able to go back to all of them because the comments scroll off the screen for what I can show on screen. So that's just one of the potluck things. I do a lot of potluck. Go with the flow. It's actually how I live my life. So here you go, D. Your card is, and you've got the Owls. So that is definitely around the communication. I'm feeling that there's a specific something that you're needing to say to someone that it's really advice. I'm trying to think. It's not an advice. It's some knowledge you have that you're needing to share with someone specifically, that you will find the right words to say it wisely. I'm feeling there is a bit of a reluctance to share what you're needing to say, but do move forward with it. Think about it first, but what you're saying, it will come out in the right way, okay? It will give wise counsel, okay? Oh, there, the light on that's better. Isn't it a beautiful card? I just love the Owls. They're actually my totem. So thank you for asking for that. Right. And Peter's saying thank you. Well, thank you for being here, because I do appreciate that, in the ad hoc way that I've started this art and trying out this simulcast, it is in beta version still, this method of doing the two at once. And the fact that it's YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Who am I reading this one for you, Chelsea? Great. And here we go. Oh, we've got a lot of the home ones today. I think probably because it is a weekend here already. Because I don't know where you're all from, I have no idea whether it's your yesterday being Friday, my yesterday being Friday, or the Saturday for you. The hospitality really is. My eye was just drawn to this. Have a look at this. First time I've noticed it. There is a pillar on, holding up a roof or whatever you want to call it. Almost looks like a bone or a nose. I've just seen that as being a nose. So what I'm feeling there, as my attention was drawn to that, being the house, what I'm feeling is a cleansing perfume. Put some sage through your house, do a bit of a cleansing, and just have you got something that actually does smell a bit off, a bit rotten, whether it's a dead mouse or something like that. Not that that's what's indicated here, but I'm feeling it's something like that that's a little on the nose. And, open the doors and windows just to have that move through sage, and wow, it'll be so much more comfortable, and the energies will be sitting more comfortably with you as well. It's going to be a lot more, loving instead of one, and where the hell is that from? So take that as you would like. Thank you for asking for the card, Chelsea. Yeah, we get all sorts of cards. You get feelings around them, hey? Now, Zara, you'd like a card as well. Oh, I love the butterfly. Can't quite read what you've got on its wing. Butterfly is only beautiful because the caterpillar is brave. Just read it. Isn't that gorgeous? So what we've got for you here, we've got the younger lady. So we're certainly having these self-recognitions and that style of energy. That's beautiful. Time to think, feel into that inner. It's looking. I'm just trying to feel what that energy is. I'm feeling that there's something that you're trying to look for, or wondering and understanding of an event that's been very recent. It almost feels like, oh, I don't know. Have you had a relationship issue that you've worked through and now you're wanting to understand? That's what it's feeling like, and that beautiful rose signifying that love. So hopefully you're understanding that one. Take your own first instinct and message that you get from these cards too. And that's the same for everybody. Jacinta, thank you for that. I'm enjoying doing this. I probably won't go for a great deal longer now. I've got no idea how long I've been doing it. Well, I've probably got some time. The list is not that long. What's there? I'm fine with that. I am actually meant to be doing something else, but that's all right. I love getting distracted. Now, that was yours, Heather, wasn't it? So we've got Rebecca saying thank you. Oh, thank you very much. And Tennille, that's wonderful. Thank you. And with Jane, I don't think I've had a card for you yet. So we'll pull a card for you. And here we go. We've got choices. So this is the card for choice. 2 stairs. Well, it's 1 stairway, 2 sets of stairs or doors. Hang on. Anyway, it's obvious it's a choice. What you're needing to decide, it is you've got to do one way or the other. You can't do both, not in this situation. So there's something that you are moving through that you're needing to make that choice. And my eye is actually going for the one on the left that is the daylight one. So if you're feeling drawn to a particular outcome for the one on the left compared to the one on the right that's more the nighttime, as you can see, it does sort of look like there is the sunshine, there is the moonlight. That's what I'm feeling around it. So there's a light and a dark in this one, and you do have to make that choice and decision. 22 being a power number with the angels, even ask them if you need to, is what I'm getting. Because they are here to help us, but you need to ask, okay? So that one's for you, Jane. And we've got Shani next. Pretty sure I haven't pulled one for you yet. Now, I did mention at the start that I'm not doing any of the mediumship ones this morning with this live stream. I wanted to concentrate on just doing the cards because, well, admittedly, that it is easier to get that connection in this style of live stream for me. And the fact that I'm doing it as a beta test with the simulcasting, seeing what the YouTube and the Facebook together creates, stability and quality. Be lovely to know what quality the video is on the YouTube and the My Time, actually the Facebook. I'm in the back end. I'm not monitoring anything, so I can't actually see what the live streams look like. You've got the tower there, Shani, and what I'm actually getting is reaching for the skies. This tower, and you can't see me doing that, obviously. This tower is actually, if I go like that, you can see both of me. Yeah, sort of. It feels like what my eye went to first is the top, is that pinnacle. So if you look at that pinnacle, now I'll go back to that. Actually, probably even solo that for this one. It doesn't make any difference, does it? Not really. Just hide my face. If you look at that pinnacle, you look at how the shape is, and it's almost finding the right curve, finding the right shape. I'm feeling a shape, and I don't know why. Are you trying so much to be a particular? I'm just looking at your little photo. It looks like you are very fit and energetic, and I'm thinking, just relax and find your own shape, find where you're fitting in, your own style, and reach for the stars, reach for the sky, growing up, building up, and actually creating that. It feels you've got a great foundation already in that. Here's me trying to do it with the mouse. You can't see. That you've got that great foundation. What I'm feeling is that pull or push, whichever way it feels to you, it's relax it and move into it, let it grow, like a tree. but it is the tower. It's on that firm foundation. The roots are running deep is what I'm feeling. So hopefully that's something that is meaningful to you. But I'm certainly seeing that is the pinnacle. Okay? So, and Sujata, is that how you pronounce it? Very interesting. It's not an Australian name, so it's hard. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Sujata. I'll go with that. So here we go with the card for you. Oh, the wonderful lilies. They are beautiful. They're a beautiful flower. They're also a flower of peace. And I always see the reflection in these. They seem to be hand in hand, as you know, there are the lilies and there is their reflection. So I'm feeling that it probably is for you, meaning that there's times where you are going to be able to sit and reflect. And actually, I'm just feeling so grateful. There's so much love in the heart and gratefulness. So I think spend that time. You deserve it. Plan for it if you have to. It really is. Spend that time and ponder, love where you've come from to where you are right now and those who are around you, and feeling that beautiful sense of peace, because that's what I'm getting for you. So if you've had a bit of tumultuousness or, you know, raz, I don't know where that come from, it's sit in the peace. It is there for you. Okay? So, and Natea has responded with some feedback there. Thank you, but it's youth work. Okay. It is always, as you say that, I can't remember what card it was that was pulled for you, but anything that you get, as I'm pulling cards for you as individuals, anything that you actually receive as a message that's a gut feeling or your own intuition, that has more precedence than what I receive for you, because I'm seeing from where my energies are as well. They, as much as I connect and try to leave that behind me because I'm not here for me, it is the reading and connection of the energies that I feel around you. Sometimes we can get it a little bit off perspective and see something different. So if it's completely different, well, it's a completely different meaning. And not that I've got it wrong, it's just a different perspective. There's always different ways of looking at everything, okay? So I just needed to explain that. So take your own gut feeling, intuition as that message for you as well. It adds to, extends, and all the rest. So I'd love a card, please. So Sarah, here we go for you. And there we go. Oh, the lilies have come up again. So for me, that's indicating, well, you are needing that peacefulness too. I'm actually feeling that there has been, money. That's just what's coming into my head. Feel at peace. So allow the flow. So allow the flow. And it's just a peaceful, it is. The lilies are a peace card for me. And breathe with it. Allow it. Allow it. Now, Shani, yours is next. No, we've done yours, didn't we? That's right. There's the messages from Dad. Now we've got Sin next. And whoops, nearly lost that deck too. Lovely design you've got there. Oh, I like that. Very nice. Colours of the rainbow too. What you've got is tree. And this one, the tree is about continuing growth. It's also about the deep roots that have been created. The symbol for life, as in the Kabbalah symbol, is the tree of life. And I have always liked this beautiful rainbow that's been placed here as part of this card and its design. We've got the birds in the tree. It's just such a complete look at what is nature, in my view. We've even got the fruitfulness of the earth with, well, are they mushrooms, toadies, what, doesn't matter. It's the fruitfulness of the earth. It's the shelter and home in the trees, leaves and branches. It's the stability and the connection of what is Mother Earth to feeding the, being that lifeline in the trunk, and how the trunk gives stability and feeding into that upper growth. It's all connected. And that's where I'm feeling for you. You are growing in your connection, and it's going to just continue. So feel that energy flows in, and wow, great potential there to continue onward with that. The rainbow for me is the potential. So thank you. And Zara, I don't think I've done one for you. Yes, we have done one for you, because I recognise a little picky. That beautiful butterfly. And Kerry Ann, thank you. Now, Sarah, I'm pretty sure that have I done one for you? Sarah, just running back a bit just to see. I don't think I have actually. Whoops. I'm not going to be able to finish and complete the list that's here, but we'll see how we go, won't we? I do have to finish at some point and get on with what I'm meant to be doing, but I like this. It's good fun. I really love sharing these messages. And that one, Sarah, it was actually in my hand as the upside down. So, look, it means there has been or is going to be. It just depends which way you look at it. What it's actually meaning for me isn't so much whether it's the sunshine first moving into the clouds, or the clouds first and moving into the sunshine. There's 3 birds that are flying up there that you can only just see. It's just that the focus is a bit off with the light from outside. It's that motion and moving and from one to another and creating that balance again. It really does feel for me that you have been experiencing that tumult, and you're wanting to have it clear, and then it feels like it's clear, and then it comes back as feeling like the cloudiness and uncertainty, and then moves back. That is what life is. That's what I'm feeling. And wow, how much strength have you actually gained in the way that that's moved through your life, in all of that. I'm feeling, even rather than a 6, I'm actually feeling that infinity sign, the 8 as well. So it's, and when you unravel an 8, it actually is the 0, the circle. When it twists, it's an 8. Untwist it and it's back to a 0. Twist it's an 8. I'm feeling that in part of that motion. So whether there's something that is actually an 8 days, 8 weeks that you're expecting, I'm feeling that's when the next round of it is going to be clearing for you. Okay, so actually it feels more like 8 weeks. That's something that you're semi-expecting. Feel confident that it will be that clarity for you and into that light zone of where you want to be, okay? Now, where are we? We've got Trudy, and I'll just clear them again. Lovely photo there too. Beautiful. And I'll just do that. One more. And we've got the Scythe. Now, the Scythe is a bit of a work type card, but in some way it's feeling your work is completed. This is the Harvest card. It's not the do the stuff in preparation for the harvest. I'm actually feeling like it is the Harvest card for you, and you are going to be reaping what you've sown. So get that to work. Sharpen up your scythe, sharpen it to get that harvest in. And I'm reminded of that biblical story of where they were gathering the harvest in, and they wouldn't cut absolutely all of the wheat off. They'd leave some of it for the poor to go out and pick and gather for themselves as part of what was a good thing to do, not just be super ultra greedy. It feels like that harvest is plentiful, that you can do the same. and that there can be that sharing with others. So in that type of way, almost like that biblical sense. Okay, Trudy? So hopefully that's meaningful for you. We've got Chantel saying, hi there, a card, please. I don't think we've done one for you either. So, and you are also saying, would love some guidance, please. So here we go. There's your card. And that is, wow. Are you planning a trip, a holiday? I'm feeling straight away that this one's actually, well, it is a trip, it's traveling. So whether it's for a holiday or whether you're actually moving is, what sort of guidance are you actually seeking? I want you to actually focus on this card and find where your eye is going and kick into your own intuition. I'm feeling that you know that you've got that ability and you're not using it well enough. I'm feeling for yourself that you've got self-doubt around that. And it almost feels like that what you're needing is a kick in the pants to acknowledge for yourself, you can do this. And, guidance comes from within first. So I do feel that you are going to travel with that, whether that's that inner journey that you're about to go on or whether you are actually going on a holiday. I'm feeling the holiday too. So steer towards that direction and it will take you there. Okay. Is it 3 months that you're planning or 3 weeks that you're planning to be away? I am feeling the significance of the 3 on that card. Okay. Now, back to that. And Chantal. It's cold there too. Yeah, well, I always thought, my daughter used to say that Melbourne was always cold when she lived there. It was just 4 seasons in a day sometimes. Thanks, honey. Look, love doing this. Thank you for being here, saying hi. And Nita, hi. How are you? Now, have I done a card for you? Was that way up the top or something somewhere? The latest, the one I can see right at the top now, because it's scrolled off the top, Sandra, so I don't know if I have or not. I'll do another one quickly. I don't know whether I have. So here you go. We've got a quick card for Nita, and this one flew out. Oh, what are you carrying that you don't need to be carrying? The cross pretty much is the cross that we bear. So there's some responsibility that you're picking up that isn't yours. I'm feeling it's not yours. Don't. I'm getting the don't. It's not yours. So something that you're holding back, you're taking on someone's responsibility that you need to actually allow them to do their learning process through actions and consequences that are theirs, not yours. So allow them to have their own choice of actions, own responsibilities, own consequences, and you need to step back and not keep taking up that responsibility for them. So that's sort of what I'm feeling in that one. So actually feels like someone male too. So hopefully that's meaningful for you. And look, there's no negatives in anything. Like, it's all learning, our tools, our guides. It's showing us how we can improve. Using this guidance is alternative options and ways of looking at things. Okay, so that we have choice. Whoops, that went and moved on me. Sorry, I had Nita there. So we've got Debbie. And, I think I did just shuffle those cards. There we go. You've got the flowers, the bouquet, recognition, congratulations. I'm feeling there's something that you're celebrating. So celebrate it well. It just feels beautiful. I like that cozy. It's an honour. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. It's an honour. And it almost feels like that little card is saying something along the lines of it's an honour to know you. And it is a loving gift. So I think you're actually receiving this one. Okay. Nita, I've just done your card. So there you go. And we've got Jane. I don't think I've done Jane yet. So here we go. I'm hoping you're all here still. It takes a while to get down the list of doing these cards, doesn't it? You've got the key, set that free. Beautiful rose. I'm feeling that it's opening your heart, allowing the beautiful light to come into your heart. Even though that's not a heart, you felt like your heart's been caged. and locked away. I'm feeling now is the time to actually get that key out and unlock it and be ready for what beauty is going to come out, especially in the rose. That rose is, for me, I'm feeling that love in connection with that. Okay, and 33 being the double power number, extra special too. So do move with that energy in a positive way, and I'm feeling do it now. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful for you. Hi, Annette. Lovely to see you here, beautiful lady. Get your card. This gorgeous deck, the Lenormand. So here we go, 3 times. You've got choices too. So there is something that around you at the moment. There's choices to be made. For you, I'm feeling like it is more the, power number 22. Great, isn't it, being this card? I'm feeling it's more the sparkles of the stars, that moonlight, that softer energy, rather than delving in like jumping straight in. It feels like it's the gentle movement into that energy and moving into that decision of whatever that choice is for you. So you will know what that is at the right time. And that's my feeling, is take that moonlit path, not the one that's the burning sunlight. It's the moonlit path. And I'm feeling that gentle flow of the energy too as I'm swaying that pen. So hopefully that's helpful for you and gives you the guidance you're asking for, needing. We've got Sen, who has saying hi to someone else, which is fine. And Heather, you're saying, hey, you clicked past me, did I? Oh, didn't do mine. Yeah, well, that's going to happen with some of this because of the way they're scrolling up. So if I haven't done you can have another one. If I have moved past, or apologies if it's moved past, but it's the nature of what these types of spontaneous card picks are. And the nature of how many comments are in the background too. So here we've got the bouquet of flowers for you too. Now, what I'm actually getting from this one is more, not so much the red ones. What I'm picking up on is these beautiful little white ones. Don't know what they're called, but it feels more like, there's a beautiful out front recognition factor. The red stands out. The fact I'm seeing more the little white, are they a morning dew or something like that? I'm not a gardener. I don't know flowers very well. But my eye's being pulled to that because it's more for that support recognition, that you've been involved in somebody's life in a way that's been such a, you've stayed in the background and not wanting to be recognised, and I'm feeling that you are actually being seen and acknowledged and creating the beauty that is the full bouquet. Without these little white ones in and amongst what are the red tulips, I think, it wouldn't be as beautiful. So do know for yourself that the beauty is more so in the complete package, in that support you've given to someone else being known and seen, and even for yourself to know that for yourself, okay? So continue in what you enjoy to do. Don't be pushed into what brings you out too much into the open and out into your comfort level. It is okay to feel comfortable in what you do. And even to the point of, I'm not saying hiding, but being that background support. Okay, I'm feeling that you're probably not the type of person that wants to be out front, but you love helping in the background. And that's, for me, seeing you continue in that way and having the recognition for it and how important that is. Okay, so that's where I was, wasn't it? Yeah. So Sean is saying, asking for a card as well. Thank you. I don't think I've done yours before. I'm trying to look at the little icon photo so that, because I'm remembering the photos before I'm remembering names, because there's so many similar names when you go through with this at times too. Oh, what we've got here for you is the park, because this is actually a park situation, and I'm feeling, is it time for you to get out and about now? after all this having to stay inside restrictions type of thing and not moving out and about in public, it's time to start having that happen. So that's what I'm getting for you. Go out and have those times with friends. I'm sensing you like to drink, share coffees. And I think it is time to get out and about and move back into that public arena again for you. Okay. You may have been wondering whether it's a wise move. I think just probably still, of course, with what precautions there are needed for you, but it is time to move out into that open space public arena again, okay? And we've got Milena, and you're wanting a card as well, naturally, because that's what I suggested at the start, didn't I? Okay, I'm going to have to finish it up soon. I do have stuff to do, and it's still raining here, so it's becoming quite wet outside, so I certainly won't be doing any washing today. Oh, you've got the stairs as well, so decisions. Oops, I'm doing that with a mouse. Decisions. I can't pick which way you're going to go. You've just found it's been too hard to make a choice. So there we go. Take your time actually moving up to that point of where the choice is. I'm feeling, it's a red carpet feel. It's an important decision, so my eye's going to that. So what you're making as a choice is important to think before you take that choice and which direction you're going to go. So that's where my eye's gone to, is the actual red carpet on the steps. Do your due diligence in whatever is the background of what you're choosing, what that choice is, okay? So I can't, I'm not getting an either way with that one for you, but that red carpet factor is the important part, okay? Now, Chantel Marie, we've already done yours, I think, wasn't it? I've just got to probably nick back. Yeah, I have. So that was a little before. Now, Monica, you're here. And we've got, what's this happening? That's a gorgeous photo for your avatar too. Very nice. Is that a piece of artwork? Looks gorgeous. Well, it must be at some point. Fox is turning up a little bit this morning, so that's interesting. Where the eye's gone, it is to the fox. All of that's been faded out with the glow of the light right then, so I'm feeling the fox is the important bit. I'm actually getting there's some manipulation happening, not so much as a conning you into something, manipulation in the cleverness of how, I'm not sure whether it's you trying to be too clever about something or whether somebody else is trying to be very clever about how something's presented to you. So I think that's an awareness thing look, they're smart and they're smart. Okay, that's all I'm feeling around that one, and that's where it's finishing. I'm getting a definite yes there. So is it you or is it the other person? Just have an awareness around that. Okay, so I'll move on to Narelle. I don't think I have done one for you yet, Narelle. So, and here we go. Whoops. Here's your card. Oh, you've got the ship too. Travel. I'm feeling for business for you, though. You've got the business trip that you're going to be doing, and it will take, it is an overnighter. You're going to have to take a packed bag with you. I don't feel it's a holiday. I think it's more for work, and that you are going to be directing the rudder, the tiller. So it's going to be your hand on the tiller. There's some proposal that you're going to be putting forward in this business trip that's going to move you forward. Really, I'm feeling it's going to be swiftly, so be ready for it. Okay, once you get back, be ready to put your feet on the ground and work. Okay, so hopefully that's meaning something for you that's productive. Okay, now we've got Sin saying thank you. Yeah, I think they're all beautiful cards. I just absolutely love this deck. And yes, Bianca, I am having a good day because I decided to do this as an ad hoc, and it is multi-streaming. It's doing to YouTube and my time and Facebook at the same time. It is the beta, so it'd be lovely if someone could put, yep, the video is pretty good on YouTube, or it's pretty good on mytimetv.com, something like that. I know that the back end of it is looking pretty good in how it's managing it. I haven't seen any glitches yet, so it's looking really good. So I'd highly advise YouTube. Be Live is a wonderful platform anyway, the studio too. I love it. Love using it. Labyrinth for you, Bianca. So has life been a bit confusing? Oh, yes. I'm getting a huge yes on that. You've had a lot of confusion and trying to find your way. See the doves. That's where my eye went. And that rising and the freedom to move anywhere. It doesn't have to be within the labyrinth. So that's what I'm getting for you. And that really is it. It's your mindset. It's yourself that's constricting. You are putting your own limits on it and trying to move within a set pattern. I'm feeling take flight and move where those doves are. Be free and take flight. Free yourself up in that respect, okay? So, Susan, we've got you. Can I have a card watching the replay? Can I have a card watching the replay? Oh, watching the reply. Watching that reply, not replay. It's all from one different letter, isn't it? Reply and replay. Because I do have to admit, I have to watch a lot of replays because I'm not quite there at the time of lives with some things. Wow, okay. Well, we've got stalk for you, and stalk is around change. It's, nesting, creating that home, but in that respect, it's changing that home around to be the most comfortable for what is this nesting season, this, being productive. I'm feeling, because when I was a kid, the stalk was always associated with babies because that's what the cartoons had. So it is one of the meanings of this card. So I'm feeling there probably is change ahead, and I'm feeling that in this situation there is a baby involved. So whether it's your own or someone close to you. So good news. I'm feeling that is good news. Okay. So wonderful. Thank you for asking for a card. Yep, Anita. Yes, I totally understand what you're saying. This will help me move forward with this person. Light and love to you. Oh, thank you, Nita, for that feedback. Marianne. I'm going to have to make this pretty close to my last one because I have actually got other stuff that I've got to be doing. I can see it. There's a few thank yous, so I'll just do this one and then go through those thank yous. Fox is turning up a lot this morning. That's interesting. Oh, yep. Do you know, Marianne, what I'm seeing is the tail, the tip. You have a look at the light that's there and whatever it is that it's touching there on the ground. I'm almost feeling like the light is being shown to you after things have happened, that there is, there has been a few things that you've wondered about, that might have seemed a bit sneaky or whatever, and you're finding out after they've happened. That's what I'm getting with this. So do know, though, that all things do happen at the right time for the right purpose, for our path of growth, for our particular journey in this life. So it doesn't hurt to look back and suss out the meaning behind it, because sometimes it is that will teach us the why that it occurred. So that's what I'm seeing there is the tail and whatever that is. And I'll have a closer look. Let's see if we can pick it up so that it shows. It is actually some leaf, some growth or something that's on the ground. Actually, it's almost thistle. So I'm feeling that in itself is actually indicating a prickly issue, that something wasn't comfortable at the time it happened, and you've got to, you probably do need to revise and suss out what you can learn from that in hindsight, okay? So thanks for asking. So Heather's just saying thank you. And Bianca, I know you'd like to have a card, but I am going to end it there. Or did I already do one? I did one for you before. A thank you to Milena, from Milena and Monica. I think I am being manipulated. Now, I am just starting to get a glitch in my live stream, whether that's showing up in the recording, in the live itself. I'm just going to sit that there like that. What card? Oh, hang on. I'm just going to give it something better to look at instead of the dolphin. Well, I like the dolphins too, but I'm just going to sit it there with the top card over. There we go, the crosses that we bear. No, it's not focusing any differently. I am getting a bit of a glitchiness there. It is now 70 minutes that I've been doing this live stream. I'm just saying that to mark the time here so that I know it's been about that long and I'm getting some phasing. So thank you, everyone, for being here. But you was on a phone call. I did do your card there somewhere, Annette, so you might need to go back and watch the replay. So thank you to you too, Narelle. And it was lovely seeing some people drop in from YouTube as well. And thank you for being here. Thank you for those of you who've watched the whole thing. It's actually a long time to sit and watch a whole show that's just card pulls and readings. But one of the things too, whenever you, with anything to do with public, live streaming of card readings, of psychic mediumship and things like that, it isn't just the person that the card is for that can mean something to just that person. It can be that it has some meaning for everyone. So just when watching these types of lives and that, do be aware of what it might mean for you and those little messages that you might be getting popping into your thoughts or feelings around a card that shows up, that it might have a specific message just for you too, even though it's pulled for someone else. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here, and who knows whether I'll pop in again at another time for just doing a spontaneous live stream. Thank you, and I'll see you next time round. I am on my Ros Boundy page tomorrow doing the usual daily card spread. Okay, so we might see you then too. So bye for now.